On this episode of the HenDog Half, we are live from the happiest place in the world, Disney World, Orlando, Florida. With every trip, we start off at Boston Logan Airport extended parking. I got my Mighty Mix boxing gym shirt on, hair cut tight. We get that airport breakfast, little breakfast burrito with some Starbucks, and then we are boarded JetBlue, direct flight to Orlando, Florida. I stayed at the Caribbean Resort Hotel. I'll give it a 3 out of 4 star rating, not gonna lie. But they did give me a really cool pin. And then we got on the Sky Ride. I am on a mission to find that big silver globe that I see on television and in movies. We enter Epcot Center here, and of course, I find the live music, really, really cool band playing, and we are walking through Canada. The scenic walks around here are just awesome. Like when you're walking, there's a lot of walking done in Disney, but you have so much stuff to look at that you don't realize that your feet are bleeding. And then we get to Canada 360 Theater, a really, really cool movie about Canada and all its history. Pretty awesome. But we get to the main event, that big silver globe that I've been seeing in movies and television for years. And I am here live for the first time. Probably the coolest thing I've ever seen. I love that they play music everywhere you walk too. It's like you have scenic stuff to look at and you're listening to some pretty cool tunes. As you walk through the whole park, there's always music playing, kind of like my condo. Here we go with the Silver Globe, Epcot Center, rocking my pin. This thing is humongous. I can't even talk about like how gigantic it actually is when you're standing next to it. It is a cool sight. There's a lot of history here. I wish I could tell you, but of course I am uneducated with the Disney history. I gotta make sure I Google that later. Just such an awesome sight. Epcot Center, so cool. The inside looks like the Starship Enterprise. Pretty cool setup. They got that Space 220 restaurant with Mercury and Mars outside of it. And from space, we head to the Far East, China. Look at that gate. Pretty cool. We saw I think this is like a Chinese Buddhist temple. This place was great. Obviously, the air conditioning was clutch, but just the designs and everything, it's just really cool. I think I'm in Germany here. It definitely looks like a Bavarian donut. I love Bavarian donuts, so this place is great. Just look at that architecture. It looks like it's been here for like 300 years. And I have made it down to 180 degrees from that globe where we first started. And I am making good time with my lap around the world. And here we're chilling in Greece. Was looking for some tzatziki sauce. That's Poseidon chilling. We got some cool Greek architecture. And then we head to the main event, the United States of America. Philly State House. I'm rocking the Mighty Mix, and that wasn't even on purpose. I'm rocking that merch, representing for the Americans. You know how I do. We're going to eat lightning and crab thunder live from Philadelphia in Orlando, Florida. And then we head to Japan. I was looking for Godzilla. Godzilla not here because they're not copyrighted by the Disney Corporation. And then we got Morocco, Africa represent. Really cool architecture, those towers. We got the marketplace. I was looking for Aladdin, couldn't find him, There was an awesome fountain in between Morocco and France. It was pretty cool. I chilled here for a little while, and then we got to France. Je voudrais un agua, s'il vous plaît. I got that bottle of water chilling. And then we see Philadelphia and Japan from afar. I'm still looking for Godzilla and waiting for the attack. I finished that world lap in 1 hour. You could call me the world traveler in this. We take the Skyliner back to the Caribbean.
At Epcot International Gateway.
For my first day, that was pretty cool, Disney. Pretty cool. Day 2, and I will warn you now, do not take those Disney buses. Those things are never on time and they're really, really hot. But we made it to the Animal Kingdom live and finally meeting up with my niece and the family under the Tree of Life. The Animal Kingdom is pretty cool. We have the entrance, the security, but this is what was awesome. The trees, man. I saw so many different trees, and I actually sat there and read a couple of the signs to make sure I was educated on this. So cool. That Tree of Life, when you see it in person, it's probably the illest thing you've ever seen. It's not fake, which is nuts. My niece was taking some rides. Obviously, we stopped in some gift stores. Look at this photo museum, this camera museum. Imagine making a podcast with that Pentax. Never possible with my USB connections. We made it to Dinosaur Land, my favorite animal, the Brontosaurus. Chillin'. Really cool gift shop here. I don't remember the name of it, but there was like flying pterodactyls. It was pretty cool. My niece got some lunch, and then we did the safari. Really cool train ride. Saw some zebras, elephants, my favorite. They were chilling in the mud.
I've never seen an elephant do that before.
My niece wanted to go to the pool because it was hot. It was rainy. I got some adult lunch over at the Harambe's Market, and this is where the downfall started. Oh man, ambulance ride to the hospital with food poisoning, lactate up to 3.8, Staph aureus in my blood, Gram cocci in my blood. Made it to Advent Celebration Hospital in Celebration, Florida. It was a beautiful hospital. Wow. But it was my first time spending the night in a hospital, live from the med-surg floor. Holy cow. But I was not going to let food poisoning ruined this vacation, this very expensive vacation. Got discharged at 11 a.m. and waltzed through to Disney World at 1 a.m. Thank you all for all your creativity. I got stopped by this awesome parade. We saw the dwarves. They were running around. They're having fun. Snow White. We see all the characters here. The Mad Hatter gave me some tea. We are at the apex of the world. The happiest place in the world, and Cinderella's castle. What a sight, man. Like, from the movies, you've always seen it, Tinkerbell at the beginning of the movies. I grew up with Lion King, Aladdin, all of those. And just now to see it live at 40 years old, I can consider myself a success. We got the pictures on Main Street, the world famous Main Street, just like television. It was pretty awesome. We got to ride some roller coasters. My Hall of Presidents. This was my favorite exhibition with all the puppets and all the history behind the Americas. Wow, that was the best. Hall of Presidents, you gotta check it out. And then the nightly fireworks. What a cool time to see these fireworks every night. And they have a really cool river show. Disney World, man, the coolest place I've ever been. You know, it was just a great vacation, barring the hospitalization. But my niece had a great time. We had a great time at the hotel. They stayed at a really nice hotel. I got back to Boston on a jet plane back home. We got the pictures of all the roller coasters. Mickey. What a great time. The pictures, everything is great. And right now, I am telling you, Mr. Mickey Mouse, I am invoking my rematch clause. I'll see you next summer of 2025.